In a quiet little town, there lived a boy named Daniel. He was only 10 years old, but his heart carried more pain than most grown men. Daniel owned a small lantern. It wasn't just any lantern, it was the last gift from his father before he passed away. His father had said, "Whenever you feel lost, let this light guide you." Daniel walked through life holding that lantern tightly. But his days were lonely. Other children played together, laughing freely in the streets, while Daniel sat alone on the bench, clutching the lantern that glowed softly at his side. To them, he was just the boy with the broken shoes. And so they stayed away. One rainy evening, Daniel noticed a little girl sitting by the road. Her name was Sophie. Her umbrella was torn, her clothes were soaked, and tears ran down her cheeks. She whispered through her sobs, I can't find my way home." Daniel looked at her gently, and with a soft smile he said, "Don't worry. I have a light. It will show us the way." He lifted the glowing lantern high, and together they walked through the storm. The light wrapped around them like a warm embrace. For the first time in a long time, Daniel's heart felt less heavy. From that day, Daniel and Sophie became inseparable. They played, they laughed, they shared secrets under the lantern's glow. Daniel was no longer alone, but joy doesn't always last forever. One afternoon, as Sophie ran up to Daniel, she noticed him coughing hard, struggling to catch his breath. "Daniel, are you okay?" she cried. Daniel forced a faint smile. "I'm fine, as long as you're smiling." That night, Daniel lay weak in his bed, the lantern by his side. He whispered softly into the silence, "Dad, I think my time is short. Please, let my light keep shining for Sophie, even when I'm gone." The lantern glowed brighter than ever, as if answering his prayer. The next morning, Sophie ran to Daniel's home with excitement. But what she found broke her heart. Daniel was gone. On his bed sat only the lantern, glowing with a light that filled the whole room. Tears fell from Sophie's eyes as she clutched it to her chest. "No, don't leave me, Daniel," she sobbed. But the lantern shone warmly in her hands, as if Daniel was still there whispering, "You are not alone." Years passed. Sophie grew older, but the lantern never dimmed. One evening, she stood before a group of children, the glowing lantern in her hands. Her eyes filled with both tears and a gentle smile. She said softly, "This lantern was given to me by a boy who believed that even the smallest flame can guide someone through the darkest night. Remember, no act of kindness is ever too small. Even after we are gone, the light we share lives on." The children watched in awe as the lantern shone, filling the room with warmth and hope. And Sophie knew Daniel's light would never fade,